Hello everyone, Ed Clementi here. Thanks for joining me on what really is the first official Inspired Fire inspirational video. Now I'm planning on making a whole host of these videos, covering a variety of topics that I hope will help you along the way. Today's topic, self-worth. It's foundational to what we're trying to do here. If you've been following along with the mission is simple. Help you have the biggest impact in life as possible. I personally believe one of the greatest ways to do that is through leadership, positively impacting other lives. One of my favorite quotes is, "A life is not important except for the impact it has on other lives." And that's Jackie Robinson. But before we positively impact other lives, I do believe we have to have a great appreciation for our own value, for our own self-worth. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had numerous conversations with people who have come to me for advice or coaching. And the one thing that struck me over and over again, even with accomplished individuals, they're riddled with self-doubt. Not sure if they're ready for the promotion, not sure if they're ready for an opportunity. This is something we have to solve for. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I recorded a story of the two wolves. I'm not going to go into the details of the story, but I'll give you the punchline. Each of us has two wolves within us. One is self-doubt and one is courage. So the question is, which wolf wins? Well, it's the wolf you feed. So we need to get into the habit of starving the wolf, the self-doubt wolf, and feeding the wolf with the courage. Now, how do you do that? Well, I have an exercise for you. This is something I've done. This is something I've encouraged others to do. So what I want you to do is take a couple of hours and really set a couple of hours aside, 2-3 hours. Get a cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever it is, pen, paper. And I want you to go way back to school, the school days, when you won the science medal, when you had a great recital, when you had a great game. Maybe you benched 225 for the first time, you ran a 5K, whatever it might be, and start working through your timeline, writing down all of the things that you remember that made you proud of yourself, that made others proud of you. And then when you're done with that, you're not done, because we tend to forget. I've had conversations with people and I've had to remind them of things I personally witnessed that they've accomplished, that they've done, that I personally thought was great. And they come back and say, "I forgot about that." It's so easy for us to forget our successes, our triumphs, but yet so easy for us to remember our failures. We need to switch this. So go ask your loved ones. Ask simple questions. Can you recall anything I did that made you proud of me? Can you recall anything I did that you felt I should have been very proud of myself? And start writing those things down. When you're all done with this, and I really encourage you to invest the time to do this, you should have a few pages. And it doesn't matter how big, they don't have to be monumental. These accomplishments, no matter how small, are all building blocks to help us build the confidence to get to the next step. The smallest of accomplishments matters, so write it down. Then I want you to read it back to yourself and absorb it and keep it, because we do need to go back. Whenever you're having confidence issues, it's important to manage the confidence dips by reminding yourselves of why you're here, reminding yourself of what you've done. You have to psych yourself up. You have to do this every day because there's so much negativity around us. We have to just push it away and feed the wolf with the courage. So I encourage you to take this exercise on. I encourage you to write these things down. And I'll leave you with this final quote. It was said by Henry Ford. "If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Well, I think you can. Let's get inspired and let's go. Let's feed the right wolf.